Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a busy travel week, and state troopers are out in force. And it's Thanksgiving week, and groups across East Alabama are making sure everyone has a special meal to celebrate the holiday.
Wetter and colder weather headed to East Alabama for Thanksgiving week. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up.
Coming up in sports, we had a big weekend of football. We'll have more details coming up later. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wedowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards. Mike Stedham has the evening off. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is working with departments across the state to make sure everyone stays safe on the roads throughout Thanksgiving week. From now through Sunday, state troopers are conducting high visibility enforcement details, such as driver's license checkpoints and LIDAR patrols. Specialized details for the Thanksgiving holiday will include targeting high crash areas along busy corridors and partnerships with local law enforcement agencies for driver's license checkpoints, all in an effort to reduce crashes, injuries, and fatalities. ALEA Secretary Hal Taylor says his department will be stressing the use of seatbelts this week to save lives. A study by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration showed that 43% of the people killed in Thanksgiving week accidents weren't wearing seatbelts. Motorists can expect lots of company when they hit the highways this week. AAA projects that 79.9 million travelers will head 50 miles or more from home over the Thanksgiving holiday travel period. That's an increase of 1.7 million people compared to last year and 2 million more than in 2019. This year's number also surpasses pre-pandemic numbers when 70.6 million people drove to their Thanksgiving destinations. Meanwhile, gas prices are lower this Thanksgiving season compared to 2023. The national average last Thanksgiving Day was $3.26 a gallon. Falling oil prices this autumn may help push the national average below $3 a gallon for the first time since 2021, and that could happen before drivers hit the road for Thanksgiving. People looking for employment this holiday season are invited to visit the post offices in Anniston and Gadsden, which are expecting a very busy month ahead. The United States Postal Service will hold career fairs in both cities looking to fill positions for both rural carrier associates and assistant rural carriers. Postal Service leaders will be on site to speak about the open positions and walk job seekers through the application process. The Gadsden Career Fair will be next Monday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Gadsden Post Office. That's at 700 Chestnut Street. Anniston's fair will be the following day from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Anniston Post Office, which is located at 1101 Quintard Avenue. Volunteers are being sought for one local Christmas project. We'll tell you how to get involved in just a moment.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Getting my car serviced is easier than ever with Buster Miles Automotive Group in Cleburne and Calhoun County. They pick up my car, service it, and deliver it back. Convenient, efficient, and top quality. Schedule your service today and see why Buster Miles Automotive Group is the smart choice.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
The Jacksonville Christian Outreach Center is looking for volunteers to help with its upcoming Toyland project. People who want to help can sign up at the center this week. Starting next Monday, workers will be organizing the donations. On December 9th, they'll be setting up the Toyland in the MAC at Jacksonville First United Methodist Church. They will work the event and take down the display December 10th through the 12th. Nominations are now being accepted by the Oxford Arts Council for its annual Christmas decorating contest. People can nominate their favorite decorated homes or businesses through December 6th by calling Oxford's 311 or emailing oxfordartscouncil@gmail.com with the name, address, and phone number of their nominee. The community vote will be open from December 7th to the 9th on Oxford Arts Council's Facebook page. Awards will be given in 9 categories, and a Lifetime Honor Achievement Award will be presented to past winners who have consistently contributed to the holiday beautification of the city each year. Awards will include certificates, yard signs, and 2 tickets to Christmas with the Pops, a holiday world tour. Thanksgiving is a holiday celebrated around the dinner table, and several local groups are making sure that all families will have a traditional meal to serve. We'll have details in just a few moments.
I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We are available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
2 churches are combining their resources to provide this year's Jacksonville Community Thanksgiving. St. Luke's Episcopal Church and Jacksonville United Methodist Church will be providing free takeout dinners to anyone who asks for them. People may call St. Luke's through Wednesday at 256-435-9271. and order those meals. There is a 10-meal limit per caller. Those who make reservations may pick up their meals from 10:30 a.m. through 1 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day at St. Luke's. That's at 400 Cheneby Avenue. In Anniston, 2 of the city's community centers will be offering free Thanksgiving meals with all the trimmings. The Carver Community Center on West 14th Street will host the Pot of Manna's Lodge Thanksgiving Day program from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Thursday. Information is available by calling 256-225-8020. Also on Thursday, the Wiggin Community Center will offer free takeout or delivery Thanksgiving meals to the community. They will be available from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. while supplies last. Those unable to drive may call 256-231-7628 for assistance, and everyone else is welcome to pick up their meals. Information is available by calling 256-231-7628. Well, we enjoyed a beautiful day today, but I think the saying goes, the only consistent thing in life is that change is coming. John Holder joins us now in the Camping World Weather Center to tell us what changes we can expect. John?
Katie, indeed, a lot of changes coming to the weather for Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and the Iron Bowl. We'll detail the forecast for the entire Thanksgiving week ahead next.
This Black Friday, skip the big box stores and head to your locally owned Oxford Lumber for unbeatable deals. Get select Milwaukee tools and batteries for just $99 each, perfect for your next project. Stay cool with a Yeti backpack cooler or grab a Stanley tumbler for just $35. Tackle the yard with an Eagle Power Plus blower, then cozy up to a 28-inch gas fire pit for just $139.99. Oxford Lumber is your local hardware store offering the best deals now through December 2nd. Shop local, save big, and get ready for the season at Oxford Lumber. Barrett Body Shop has moved to its new location on Highway 431 in Alexandria. Barrett has been delivering top-notch collision repair in Calhoun County since 2000. Our skilled team restores your vehicle to pre-accident condition with a commitment to quality and safety. Choose Barrett Body Shop for honest, reliable service. EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below. EAN Local Weather is brought to you by Camping World of Anniston, America's recreational dealer.
Here's our Monday afternoon Camping World weather cam. Again, looking at Quintard Avenue in Anniston on this Monday evening. Some sunshine today, some clouds filtering in later on in the day. Some very warm temperatures today. High today at 75 degrees, well above the average once again. This morning, chilly, 42 degrees. That's a little bit above the average for this time of year, but all in all, today probably the nicest day weather-wise that we've got coming up in the foreseeable future. Let's take a look at weather on your street. On this Monday evening, we're going to have some showers late tonight. This will be after 9 o'clock. The evening hours should be fine. Out on Robertson Road in the Golden Springs area of Anniston, about 51 for the low tonight. That will be early tomorrow morning. We'll be in the 60s this evening. Some showers coming in late tonight through the overnight hours. Now, that rain should be out of here by tomorrow. So if you're out on Hoke Street in East Gadsden, a mostly cloudy day, but we do not expect any rainfall during the morning hours tomorrow. It's going to be significantly cooler tomorrow, only 62 for the high. As we look ahead to the rest of the work week, and really not a work week. A lot of folks going to be off, going to be out of school, out of work for the Thanksgiving holiday. We're going to have more rain coming later on in the week. It's going to be much colder later on in the week on Railroad Avenue out in the Alexandria Valley. Temperatures in the 60s the first half of the week, but by the end of the week, high temperatures only in the 50s, and that's barely. All right, let's take a look now at that 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama, and you'll see no rain in the daytime hours tomorrow. I think we'll squeeze in a nice day on Wednesday. Wednesday is our busiest travel day of the year coming up, and it looks like it's going to be okay. Have temperatures in the upper 60s after a chilly start, but no rain in the forecast. The rain is right back in here, though, Wednesday night. Be prepared for that, especially in the overnight hours. A 40% chance of rain Thursday morning. Hopefully that will be gone by lunchtime on Thanksgiving Day. It will be warm, temperatures around 65 degrees. We could have even a rumble of thunder, could have a strong thunderstorm or two possible in here Wednesday night and Thursday morning. And then the other big changes coming. We've told you about some wetter weather coming. How about some colder weather? The coldest air so far this season is headed our way. Only 50 on Friday and Saturday. Those are highs. 47 on Sunday. We'll be in the 40s for highs all three of those days. Nighttime lows, 35 Friday morning, 27 Saturday morning, 29 on Sunday morning. If you're going to the Iron Bowl in Tuscaloosa, bundle up. It's going to be cold. Look at that. 45 on Monday with, again, the low at 27 degrees. A stretch of very, very cold weather coming for the weekend. Let's take a look at what we will expect coming up tomorrow. We talked about the temperatures being much colder. Temperatures in the mid-70s today across much of Alabama. Tomorrow that's going to change. We're going to go from 75 to about 61 or 62 here in the Gadsden-Anniston area coming up tomorrow. Some folks holding in the upper 50s all day. So again, temperatures are going to be about 15 to 20 degrees cooler as opposed to today coming up tomorrow. I'll be right back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. with your Tuesday weather at a glance. Right now, it's sports time with Jordan Smith talking about some all-star youth football across East Alabama that was played on Saturday. We got highlights and details right now. Jordan?
Thanks, John. On Saturday, Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics held their 2024 All-Star game at Piedmont. The blue team defeated the white team 26-14. Both teams were comprised of all-star players from each school that were in the 6th grade. Each team also had a mix of both big and small school all-stars. Along with the football teams, there were cheerleaders that came together at the halftime break to perform together. We were able to catch up with President Chris Monterello after the game.
Yes, this game was the 2024 All-Star game in which we have different players from each team that get decided on. They get a number based on how they finish the regular season. So, number 1 seed gets like 9 picks, and it just goes down from there. We had a total of 80 players nominated, and so they come out here and they play one last time. It's a game that means a lot to these guys. As you can see, they've earlier, if you guys see some of those in the pictures, video, they had, the team that wins this game gets rings. So they're pretty nice rings. They're pretty excited about it, but it was a close game, 26-14. They had a lot of kind of different rules than they played during the normal season they had to go through, and so a lot of adversity. One side of the ball was always depending on a whole different team that they hadn't even practiced with. So it was great. I noticed some of the older kids come out that maybe have played 4 or 5 years ago in youth ball, and they sat there and talked about it, and they were like, man, this was so awesome. We didn't get rings and things like that when we played. So it's kind of a new era, though. Everybody's playing for rings these days, and again, it's a great game. It means a lot to these guys. So, again, it's huge, man. These guys, they go through, one of the guys from the championship last weekend, they were saying most of these guys have played for 8 years to get to this point. This is the last year of it. And so they end the game, some of those guys might have got put out the first playoff weekend. Some of them finished last week as either winners or runner-ups. And it's kind of over for them. They're thinking, you saw a lot of tears last weekend and everything because they know it's over with. But this is just absolutely impactful for them. This is our second year doing this. And they love it, man. They get a personalized jersey, and again, they get rings if they win. So I think it's huge. I've got a kid that's already through high school, and so I've seen him come up through youth, through that, and that one more game kind of thing. They always go. They miss youth ball, right? So everything gets tougher, harder, not as much recognition junior high, and then you're moving on to varsity and working towards that ultimate goal there. But the youth side of things is just amazing. It brings out a lot for people, so it's very impactful to them.
The Gamecocks lost their first 3 games to begin the year, but have not looked back since. Jack State defeated Sam Houston 21-11 at Burgess Snow Field on Saturday. Quarterback Tyler Huff ran for a career high of 177 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also was 9 of 12 in the air for 54 yards. Trey Stewart finished the afternoon with 102 yards on 27 carries. On the defensive side of the ball, Fred Perry led the Gamecocks with 8 total tackles. Jack State will be back in action this Saturday in Bowling Green, Kentucky, as they take on the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Kickoff is set for 3 p.m. On Friday night, the Piedmont Bulldogs cashed their way into the semifinal round of the Class 3A playoffs. The Bulldogs would go into overtime at the Field of Champions as they hosted the Fife Red Devils. Let's take a look at that. This is the 4th ever meeting between Piedmont and Fife, all in the postseason play, this time with the Class 3A semifinals on the line. Late in the first quarter, Fife would have a bad snap. Quarterback Blake Dobbins would be forced to kick the ball into the end zone for a safety. Now, Piedmont back with the ball. Quarterback Cole Wilson's going to go to the air as they're driving, and he's going to be picked off by Fife's Ryder Smith, who's going to take it into past the 15-yard line. Now, in the second quarter, Everett DeBoard takes the handoff for Fife and is going to take it up the sideline to pick up 8 yards. The drive would stall, though, for Fife, and they'd have to go for a field goal that would end up being no good. So we would remain at 2-0 Piedmont. Coach Jonathan Miller and his Piedmont Bulldogs really looking for something more on offense. Cole Wilson here, quarterback. He's going to find Raleigh Pinto on the sideline for a first down. A few plays later, he's going to go back to the air again. He's going to find Pinto again for another first down for the Piedmont Bulldogs. They're now near the 15-yard line. Next play, Wilson going back to the air. He's going to find Hayes Gunn, who's going to make a hole and get in for the touchdown. PAT would be no good. We're now at 8-0. Coach Paul Benefield is no stranger to these types of games with his Fife Red Devils. Dobbins here at quarterback. He's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to throw over the top, and he's going to connect with DeBoard inside the 5-yard line for the Fife Red Devils. A few plays later, Gibson takes the handoff and crashes it into the end zone here as he runs toward his sideline. Touchdown is good. PAT would be, they'd actually go for 2. They're going to fake the pitch on the option, get it into Gibson, and he's going to take it in for the 2-point conversion. We're tied up at 8-8 going to halftime break. Now in the second half, Cole Wilson gets it over to Pinto here on their first drive, and now they're driving. A few plays later, Wilson going to go to the air. This time he's going to find Ish Bethel across the goal line for the touchdown. PAT is good. It's now 15-8. Piedmont, they do stop Fife on their next possession. So here, Wilson going to roll back once again, going to go to the air, throws it toward the sideline and connects with Isaiah Young for a first down. This next play, Wilson going to go back to the air, and he's going to connect with Pinto once again, who's going to make a guy miss before taking it all the way into the house for the score. Piedmont goes up now 22-8. Fife back with the ball now. Gibson on the direct snap, makes a few guys miss, and he's going to power his way down into the 3-yard line. Next play, Gibson again, this time going to knock his way into the end zone. Cuts the score now 22-14. Fife is able to stop Piedmont on their next drive, so they're going to take the ball back once again. Now threatening Simeon Hicks with the ball. He's going to take it up the sideline and get almost in for the touchdown. Next play, Gibson's going to take the snap, and he's going to barrel his way in. Is it going to be good enough for a touchdown? It is. We're tied at 22-22. We're now going to overtime after this 2-point conversion here as Gibson gets in. Now, in overtime, the Piedmont Bulldogs are going to get the ball first, and they're going to see if they can cash in. First play, Cole Wilson drops back to pass. He's looking. He finds Ish Bethel at the 4-yard line. So next play, he's going to hand it off to Hayes Gunn. He's going to get in for the touchdown. Piedmont is going to elect to go for the 2-point conversion. Wilson rolls out, finds a man in the back of the end zone wide open. Piedmont's up 30-22. Now it's Fife's turn. Gibson going to take the direct snap, and he's going to get to the sideline to set up for this next play. He's going to take the handoff to Hicks this time, who's going to get into the end zone, just barely, but the ref says it is good. So now Fife's got to go for 2. Watch this. Hicks meets Kel Austin of the Piedmont Bulldogs at the 2-yard line, and the Piedmont Bulldogs would stop Fife, and they would win it 30-28. That's it for sports. Let's head back over to Katie.
Thanks for the update, Jordan, and thank you for watching us today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube, our website, and on Rumble. Go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.